So last night I was in a, we'll call it a debate, about mindset really, and the man that was leading it was he had his own viewpoint, and his viewpoint was based on those of others, which is completely understandable. But sometimes we can get so drawn into those same others, and we draw others in, and before we know it, we're in a vortex that we can't escape from. And this seemed to be a situation last night. So when I came up with an alternate viewpoint, we could have bounced it backwards and forwards all night. But they're just points of view, they're not facts, they're just points of view. So how do we alter that? Here's what's going to happen. I took all the time about the 5 people. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. That's from Jim Rohn. If you don't know who Jim Rohn is, he's one of Tony Robbins' mentors. And those 5 people, you have a choice of who you pick. Now, if you're giving the right energy out, they're going to come to you. However, some people are energy leeches and some are energy magnifiers. So you really, and not just you, me too, I sit down every day and write down my 5. And you know, maybe once a week or once a month or once every few months, someone just gets spat out the vortex and someone else takes their place. Sometimes it's by default. We shift things in our life, we shift places we go, we shift associations, we might change jobs, whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, someone's gone. So that vortex, and we'll call it, when we tap into our inner being, and this is what we were talking about last night, when we tap into our inner being, we don't have to wait till the sun is shining. We don't have to wait till Venus and Mars are aligned. We don't have to wait for Mercury not to be in retrograde. We don't have to wait for anything. We can tap into that inner being at any given second, any given time. Instantly. What's going to happen is, unless you tap into that inner being, you're going to get into someone else's vortex and it's going to drag you right down. However, you can be the center of your own vortex. You tap deep into that inner being, deep inside, find out what it is. And the only way you're going to do that is stop filling your head with shit, i.e. TV, media, newspapers. Start going on the path of self-development, start reading the right stuff. There's loads of it out there. Start hanging out with people that are, successful in whatever way it may be. And if you're into fitness, go to the gym and hang out with fitness trainers. Whatever it may be, it's not necessarily about money, this. So that vortex, and before you know it, you get caught up in it, and then whoomph, you tap into that inner being, and you are the center of your own vortex. And everyone that comes in contact with you is going to get swept up with it, and that's your 5. And everyone's got their own 5. So if you're 5, it's like the butterfly effect. If you are the center of your 5 and that vortex is spiraling upwards, you know what? They're 5. It's going to affect them. It's going to affect everything. It's the butterfly effect. Butterfly flaps its wings, it affects everything in the world. However, if that vortex is the other way, and people are having pity parties and bitching and complaining and trying to drag others down, others are going to get kept up in that vortex too and drag right down with them. So you've got a choice. You're going to get dragged down, you're going to go right up. So to go right up, you've got to tap in your inner being and you've got to go right up. So from Brooklyn, Fort Green Park this morning, today's the day.